So my name is Evanna Lyons, and I am a Luddite, a complete and utter Luddite. I am not a designer, and I have not literally slept in 3 years, and I need you to hear that. I want you to know that, not so that you can feel sorry for me, but that you can know exactly what Orla was saying, that you can realize the human spirit, the human endeavor. If you believe, if you can see, if you totally know that this is the way forward, we can achieve. Absolutely. I mean, I have not slept in 3 years. Okay, so since I started this business, I've had 2 children. That was 4 years ago. Okay, you've got it. You've got the picture. I'm very lucky, they're gorgeous, I'm very, very happy, but I'm very, very tired. So now I'm going to give you the pitch that I've sent out to hundreds of funding applications this year. Well, maybe 7, but it felt like hundreds because this has been done throughout the night, at my lunch times, in the mornings when the kids are taken off me. And I've done funding proposal after funding proposal, and these are the pitches that I've been asked to do and that I absolutely dread, much like now I'm feeling the fear and doing it anyway. And I say, hello, my name is Evanna Lyons and I'm CEO and co-founder of Dunia Designs. Dunia means earth in Kiswahili, and we have the solution. The earth is drowning in plastic. And I go on and on and on like this. And I say, and this is true, since our conception 5 years ago, we have captured over 1,100 metric tons of plastic. We have captured 1,200 kgs of CO2 emissions and saved over 7,000 trees, otherwise used in the production of furniture. All of this is true. And this is how it started. And I am going to be so, what are these called? Slide heavy. Because I'm tired, and I believe that a picture tells 1,000 words, and I couldn't really tell the story without you seeing the picture, and there are literally 60 slides. And the pros here, the business people, all laughed at me, and I didn't know that you're supposed to have 5 slides. I have 60 and a video. So soak it up, guys, soak it up, because this is the story. Dunia means earth in Swahili, and it all started by myself and my then partner. He was a friend of mine, and we have since gone on to have the 2 children, and we are now co-partners, and he's my fiance, and we're due to get married, and I haven't booked anywhere in 2 months, and that is also true in Ireland. And we were sitting in a cafe, an expat cafe, so it was in East Africa, in Arusha, and the furniture was fine. It was locally made, it was upholstered, it was fine. And just outside the cafe there was the dirt streets. This is 5 years ago. And it was strewn in plastic, the dregs of the dregs. This has a point. The dregs of plastic, the stuff that we are told should not put into our bins. And there were a load of mamas, we call them mamas, that's okay to call them mamas, and young men, young women just sitting around because employment rates in Tanzania are sky high. It's a dictatorship at the moment, and things are really rapidly going downhill. And I looked at Alexis, who by trade is an architect and designer, and I said, I dare you, I literally dare you. At the time I was over there working as a mental health practitioner, I should say, and I believe that mental health and the environment are absolutely one and the same. And I've always had a passion for the environment. I grew up in the country and I could literally see pollution out of cars, and I couldn't look at exhaust pipes. I might sound mad. Anyway, the point is, I dared him, can we please make something that is indiscernible from that chair there, or that couch, or that stool, out of the dregs, using these guys and educating them both on the pollution, the plastic, the problem of plastic, and the value of plastic at once. At the time, Alexis fancied me. If this is recording and he sees this, he's going to kill me, sorry, and his family. And so he was like, okay. So we did. And we ended up branding ourselves, taking the E and coming up with our circular economy. I didn't even know the terms then, but it was a circular economy because our social enterprise, our business, was going to be looking after the environment, education, employment, and enterprise. And I really wanted it to touch on all of these topics, much like Orla and I had talked about ad nauseum. We wanted the soul of business. So the beginnings. This is Alexis, this is Evanna, this was before children, when my eyes were open. And now we make houses, but we'll get to that. So this is, we went down to we got a few people just outside the cafe to collect a few bottles. We collected the 1.5 litre water bottles. And I went up to buy a water bottle because I was thirsty outside the workshop. And it was a couple of guys there on their pickies, their motorbikes. And I was like, would you guys like to make some, extra cash? Because clearly you've got no business. And I said, we'll pay you X amount, which was double the amount per kg if you collect all of that, the dirty stuff, the clean stuff, anything. And they were all like laughing at we're called Mzungu, just the crazy Mzungu, and none of them answered me. So I took my water bottle and I teetered back to the workshop where we had our own 16 bottles and we were trying to do something with it, trying to make something. Everything that I had looked at on the internet to date now there's much more attractive kind of design products on the market, but by then there literally was nothing. There was make and do stuff. Nothing looked attractive. And I knew the key was we had to make it look attractive, and then the story came afterwards in order to actually have impact. This guy followed me back to the workshop. His name was Lazaro. He was 21. He's Maasai and so proud and so gorgeous, such a great person. He followed me up. He said, I overheard you. He had perfect English. I am Maasai. My name is Lazaro. I want to get involved in your project. I think what you're doing is fantastic. I understand the environment. I care about it. I want to work with you. And we were like, well, I've got my day job. Okay. And knowing we're going to have to pay something for him to help, we were like, brilliant, enthusiastic, great. First employee. He led us to Joseph. Joseph is our upholsterer. You will see the product range that he literally single-handedly has made in the last 5 years. Lazaro worked with us as a general runaround guy. He collected the plastic, he organised everything. And 2 months into his working, we couldn't have done it without him. He said, can I please go back to school? Could you fund us? So we said, absolutely, this is part of our ethos. He went back to a private school and he got voted in as the head boy of his school. And he was the head boy for 5th and 6th year of the school, and he's now gone. He's just graduated from an administration course that we've put him through as well, a government administration course. And he's just such a fantastic person. He introduced us to what is now our team of 9 skilled workers. I'm going on a bit. It all started very humbly. It started with this is literally the first proof with MDF. Obviously, this is not going to be sustainable or make any dent on the plastic blight, but we were trying. And this is us. I said to Alexis, if we could make a poof, we can make a table, let's make a couch. At this stage, he was just so tired and sick of me, but he kept going. And we then got ourselves a workshop. And we started giving tours to government and non-government schools about what you can do with plastic in collection. We built a cob house, we built a wall. We had an entire walk-through tour. We even we made out of plastic a collection bike, which the kids got to go on and take pictures and put up on their social media. At this stage, we were getting a name for ourselves in Tanzania. There was no other waste collection facilities existing. So Dunia was becoming the kind of go-to place for people to dump their plastic. And we are now the only place, if you Google us, because of the price of oil, actually, because most plastic is made from 8% of the extracted oil in the environment. So the price of oil went up and all of the recycling facilities closed down. So we are now one of the only recycling facilities present at the moment. We got approached at this stage of our workshop, or of our business, by a company who was producing fencing posts, just agricultural, bog standard fencing posts. And they said, look, we can make this product called, we call it greenwood. Across the rest of the world, it's called reconstituted plastic or plastic lumber. So it's basically lumber that's made from plastic waste. 10 minutes, oh my God, I've got 65 slides left and a video. So they said, is there anything that you can do in terms of using this product? And we said, absolutely. They were only using it in an industry type of way. We wanted to use it to kind of push design. I'm now just going to talk through slides because I have 5 minutes and I really want to show where you can get through where you can get to in 4 years. We were invited to talk at the TEDx Majengo in Arusha. This is all made from greenwood, painted greenwood. We've been invited up to Kenya to the Sustainable Inclusive Business Forum as kind of experts on plastic waste. I was even a speaker at the UN Environmental Assembly, where I put it to the government exactly what Leslie was saying, is it's all well and good that you're showcasing us and slapping yourselves on the back about plastic waste, but what are we doing about virgin plastic production? There are 15 of these massive, they're called forums that are put on all over the world, and they are doing so well. Plastic production, virgin plastic production, has never been doing better. It's alive and kicking. What are we doing about that? Great, you've banned the plastic bag. Great, we're all being showcased. We would have enough plastic to be mined. I'd love our business to be shut down. We'd have enough plastic to mine for the next 100 years, even if we stopped virgin plastic. What's being done? You are the powers that be. It was a panel of Minister for the Environment at this particular talk. That was in May. And now we have a range literally of, I'm hoping, beautiful products. Some people love the raw look that we've designed. We're supplying Zanzibar, this whole estate, 500 houses, the bed, the table, the couch, the poof, even this is greenwood. We've experimented with finishes. The cushioning is all made from cleaned and shredded plastic bags and leftover tan foam from factories, which is also a chemical derivative. We make bespoke products. We're trying to streamline. We're showcased in 83% of our clients are from the tourism industry, which obviously in East Africa is massive, and 50% of lodges in not only Tanzania, but we've asked for Rwanda and been asked from Rwanda and Tanzania are using our product because they get to tick their, corporate responsibility in their eco-travel. This is the Tanzanian Tourist Association. These are all from different lodges. This is down at Natron. We're testing the product. It's in the hottest of sun, the driest, the saltiest and most unforgiving environment, and all of the soft furnishing as well as greenwood. These are just bespoke pieces we've made, and we're just now testing how we can refine the product so it's just a desirable product. These are lazy chairs, shredded plastic. We even do bow tables. You'll know bow tables, will you, Leslie, from Africa? And we're just learning as we go. We're trying to do different finishes. We want, basically, move over IKEA. That's how I feel. You will see my vision at the end, move over IKEA. I'm not going to stop until this becomes the norm. Because the problem isn't the production, it isn't the government, it's all of it. But unless we provide a choice, options for consumers where they want the product first, we're not going to solve anything, because we're not going to be able to fight these powers that be, the system. They're producing away and we just have to keep up with it. So these are our products, soft, you've seen a lot of them, and I'm just going to play a quick video. This is us doing 70,000 funding proposals, looking for people to just get behind it and do it. We've sent out, just like the Irish government did this year, we send out this document explaining the different types of plastics and what you can do with it and what can be recycled, because people don't know. So it's come from this. This was our first fair we sold out to schools, and this is the dream. This is going to be everywhere in the world, and I know I sound deranged, but I really believe it from my heart. It's going to be everywhere. Kenya first. And it'll be solar panelled, plug your car in, come in, do your recycling, come out with a beautiful designer product, and you can say, that's from my plastic. This has got to be the norm. I just want to play a quick video. Do we have time, Leslie? Yeah? Okay, and you don't have to bother with the Q&A because I'm so tired.
Very good, very good. So that's the end of IKEA.